Corey Bricknell here with JT Prospects 2016, and I have Ryan, Austin, Jacob, and Matt with me. We're just going to have a couple questions, talk about the camp, what we're learning, and how camp's going, and what we're benefiting, how we're benefiting from Jimmy and Nick and myself. So Austin, you've been here, this is your second year. What made you come back for your second year?
I'll start where I started. I first contacted Jim out of the blue because I was kind of desperate, because I was an overweight kid, wanted to play hockey, wanted to get somewhere. And I emailed Jim, and he said, first thing he told me to do was to lose weight. So I did that, and right away I saw a difference. And ever since then, I always wanted to come back to him, like build that trust into him. I became a better man, for one thing, not just a hockey player. Off the ice, you become a better person in all these qualities, and that's pretty much the reason I came back. And
what about as a player?
As a player, he gave me tons of opportunities. Like, I played in the QMJHL last year for half the season, and that all started with Jim. We went in this tournament, and he gave me the chance to show Sherbrooke, Phoenix, the opportunity that was given to me, and I did well, and I ended up there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but I came back, had a good year in Junior A. Now I'm trying to finish off my junior career and go pro.
Awesome. Matt, have you been to different camps throughout your career, your early career and stuff like that? Yeah. Can you let me know what stands out, what's totally different from JT Prospect camps and the other camps?
Jim's attention to detail is definitely a huge thing. I've been to a lot of camps where a lot of pro guys have gone to them, and they still go to them, and there's still well-known camps that are still running right now, but I don't think those even can really compare to some of the stuff that Jim's teaching us right now, as well as like you said, becoming a better person, the stuff he's going along those lines to take stuff outside of the rink and bring that into the rink to help us as a player and as a person. And just his attention to detail and how well everything's been organized and run, and everything's been set to the T for us, so that all we have to do is worry about hockey. All we have to worry about is coming to the rink and playing hockey. It's been enjoyable so far. I like it a lot.
Ryan, after this camp, would you be able to say that you're a better person, better player, and you're way more fit than before you were coming to this camp?
Yeah, I think definitely. First of all, the fitness for sure after a week with Jim. Every day on the ice, the dry land. But I think a better person, a better teammate for sure, because every day we're stressed, like Jim says, the intangibles and what it takes to not just be a hockey player, but be a great hockey player. And so listening to guys like him, Nick, yourself, all the guys that we get coming in to talk to us, it's just kind of implanted in you that you can't just be a skilled hockey player. You have to be a well-rounded individual, whether it's outside, at home, in the room. 5 days of this is just every day you have to show up with the same attitude, work ethic, and that rubs off on you and everyone around you. So,
nice. Jacob, with the guest speakers that come in, what is the most common thing that's been said that different guest speakers have voiced out?
Well, the most common thing said is hard work pays off. You just got to keep going going for what you believe in, and don't ever stop. And if you stop, if you give up, then nothing even in life is going to come to you. Nothing's going to work out, so you got to just never give up.
Austin, back to you. Being one of the older guys in camp and seeing some of the younger guys in camp, do you wish you were here when you were 16 years old and had the chance to work with Jim, Nick, and all the other instructors?
Yeah, I always think about that. 16, I was playing AA, wasn't that skilled of a hockey player, didn't really have that work ethic I needed, but yeah, of course I wish I had Jim. If I did, I always say to my mom, if I was here at 16, I'd probably be in the OHL, but you can't dwell on the past. I'm here now, I want to play pro hockey, and I'm trying to go there from here.
Matt, what advice would you have for somebody that that's looking at this video, and what advice could you give them to make the decision, to come to this camp?
Everyone wants to go pro, everyone wants to have a chance to go. It's sometimes there's guys who need that extra push to get there. And I think with this camp especially, it helps give you that extra push, helps give you that extra motivation and drive that some guys might need just to know, hey, this is what I want to do, like I want to go pro, like this camp's going to help me and it's going to probably give me the best opportunity I can.
And then Jacob, I'm sure you've been to other camps as well. Can you honestly say that there's a camp out there that touches this?
No, everything is pretty much touched on, your strengths, your weaknesses, all the skating at the start, the drills, the gameplay situations, listening to the guest speakers, huge, giving you motivation and showing you what it takes to move on to the next level. So there's not really any other camp that gets this detailed and this good.
So Ryan, after this camp, what are 3 things that you're taking from this camp and you're going to apply? You're going to apply to your everyday living and apply to your game.
I think the first thing is doing everything with passion. I think, especially when it comes to sport, and especially hockey, if you're not doing everything on the ice, off the ice, in the room with passion, then you're really just wasting your time. The second thing is what I learned from the guest speakers is you got to keep climbing the mountain, like you said. When things don't go your way, just work harder. That's pretty much what's going to get you to where you want to be, whether it's pro, college hockey, junior A. You just got to work harder. You got to work harder than the person behind you, beside you, wherever they are. You got to work harder than them. And for me personally, what I've been working on is the gameplay situations. So for every day working on the things like Jim with the Gretzky turn and not getting myself stuck in a corner, that's stuff that I'm taking away hopefully into next year, being able to practice that every day for almost 3 hours. That's what I'm taking away.
So what Ryan's talking about is entering the offensive blue line with speed and then button hooking, curling back, catching the second wave of F3 coming in. That's something that he's been working on all week. So wrap it up. I'm just going to ask you guys if you can give me one word that comes to your mind when you think of JT Prospects. One word, and we'll start with Matt.
Grind.
Grind.
Exceptional.
Dedicated.
Intensity.
Life skills. So this is Corey, and we are at the pavilion. And if you have any questions or concerns, I'm sure you can get a hold of Jimmy. But these are real stories. I want to applaud these 4 young men for standing in front of the camera, and game on.